Hello everybody. Now this is a continuation video with respect to the topic of company meetings. Under company meetings, I have already covered different topics. I have covered meaning, why to. I think I've covered. I've covered till point 18, point 17 of the contents. 17 points of company meetings I've already covered. I'm left with board committee. I told you there are three different kinds of meetings. First is member meeting. Member meetings are those meetings which are conducted for all the shareholders. Member meetings are eventually divided into four. First is annual general meeting. Under annual general meeting, um, every meeting, the shareholders, they have to conduct an annual general meeting every year for the shareholders, and extraordinary general meeting. Extraordinary general meeting is conducted in for extraordinary purposes, and then you have statutory meeting. The first meeting is known as statutory meeting. Then you have class meetings coming under member meetings. Then the second kind of meeting is board meetings, which are conducted only by the board of directors. Then you have prerequisites of board meeting. In the second kind of board meeting, or is board committee. Uh, Board committees, there are different committees of the board, such as audit committee. You also have consumer welfare committee. Major board committees are audit committee, nomination and elimination committee, stakeholders relationship committee, corporate social responsibility committee. Board committees, as mentioned under section 177 and 178, board committees are usually formed as means of improving board effectiveness and efficiency in areas where more focused and specialized technical discussions are required. Committee meetings enable better management of full board's time and allow in-depth scrutiny and focused attention. As I told you, there are four kinds of board committees. Under the first kind of board committee is audit committee, as given under section 177. The audit committee meetings are usually held once in 3 months. It helps in providing more transparency and better corporate governance in financial matters, and major provisions attaining to audit committee is with respect to two kinds of companies. First is every listed company, then every other public company having paid a share capital of 10 crore or more, turnover of 100 crore or more, aggregate outstanding loan, debenture, and deposit exceeding 50 crore. Those companies only. The audit committee has to be set up. What is the composition? First is minimum three directors and majority of independent director, majority of members, including uh, chairperson, shall be person with the ability to read and understand financial statements. Functions of audit committee as given under subsection 4, that is first recommendation for appointment and remuneration of auditors, review and monitor auditors' performance, examination of financial statement and auditors' report, scrutiny of intercorporate loans and investments, valuation of undertaking or assets wherever it is necessary, evaluation of internal financial controls and risk management system. So another purpose of audit committee as given under subsection 5 is call for the comments of the auditors about internal control system, the scope of audit and observation of auditors, review of financial statements before submission to the board. It may discuss any related issues with the auditors and the management of the company, investigate into any of the aforementioned matters, any other matter referred to it by the board, obtain professional advice from external sources, full access to records of the company, oversee the withdrawal mechanism, and what are the rights uh, of auditors and key managerial person as given under subsection 7. Auditors of a company and key managerial person shall have right to be heard, not have a right to vote, All this constitute the whole audit committee. And if I could talk about second kind of committee, that is nomination and remuneration committee, as given under section 178, subsection 1 to 4. Nomination and remuneration committee helps the board of directors in preparation relating to election of members of board of directors, remuneration of senior management, to management's personal remuneration and incentive scheme, and major provisions relating to NRC is the same as it is there in audit committee. Composition includes the following people. The first person is three or more non-executive directors, independent director, not less than one half, chairperson of the company not to be the chairperson of NRC, which is all given under subsection 1. The functions of NRC is given under subsection 3. The first function is identify persons to be appointed as directors in senior management, identify persons to be removed from directorship in senior management, carry out evaluation of first performance of every director, formulate the criteria for determining qualification, positive attributes, and independence of director, recommend to the board and policy regarding remuneration of directors and key managerial person and other employees. Now, the third kind of board committee is stakeholders relationship committee, which was a very important or very good value with regard to internal management, governed under section 178, subsection 5 to 8. The companies having number of shareholders, debenture holders, and any other security holders more than 1,000 required to have stake relationship committee. The major provisions of SRC under subsection 5 is which uh, constitute composition. First member is chairperson or non-executive director, and other members are decided by the board. Functions as given under stakeholder relationship committee under subsection 6 is consider and resolve grievances of security holders and non-consideration of any grievances in good faith. Duty to attend general meetings, chairperson of stakeholder relationship committee, or in absence of any member authorized by the chairperson of SRC. Default given under section 177, 178 can also be if an officer is in default, then imprisonment up to 1 year or fine up to 25,000 to 1 lakh. Company with fine from 1 lakh to 5 lakh. In general, power of the board has given under section 179. The power of board, subsection 1, the board of directors of a company shall be entitled to exercise all such power and to do all such acts and things as the company is authorized to do. Power exercisable only at board meeting, subsection 3, to make calls on shareholders in respect of money unpaid on their shares. Second point is to authorize buyback of securities under section 68. Third is to issue securities including debentures whether in or outside India. Next point is to borrow money. Next is to invest the funds of the company. Next is to grant loans or give guarantee or provide security in respect of loans. Then is to approve financial statement and the board report. If I talk about delegation of power, the board may, a resolution passed in the meeting, delegate to any committee or directors, the MD or managers or any officer the powers to borrow monies to invest funds of the company, to grant loans and give guarantee in respect of loans. And what are the restrictions and powers of board? It is governed under section 180. The restrictions are to sell, lease, or otherwise dispose the whole or the whole of the undertaking of the company. Investment of compensation received by the company as a result of any merger or amalgamation. Exception is consent of members by way of SR is not required if such compensation is invested in trust. SR is Stakeholder Relationship Committee, securities specified under Section 20 of Trust Act. to borrow money where the money is to be borrowed together with the money already borrowed by the company will exceed the aggregate of its paid up share capital and free reserves. What are the cases related to the board meeting? The first major case is Parmeshwari Prasad Gupta versus Union of India in the year 1973, and it was clearly observed that a notice to all the director of a meeting of the board of directors is essential for the validity of any resolution passed at the meeting. This is the ratio held in this particular judgment. And Re Homer Gold Mines Limited in the year 1986, it was held that 3 hours before notice to all the directors who had other business to attend was held to be insufficient, even their place of business and place of meeting was in the same city. Now, the next part of the company meetings is meetings of the creditor, and I will deal with meetings of the creditors in the next video. Thank you so much.